Live from central Pennsylvania, this is CBS 21 News This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Sherry Christian. Here's what's happening in the news today. In just hours, former Pennsylvania Attorney General Kathleen Kane will head to jail. This morning, we hear from her attorney following an 11th hour request to delay her deadline again. Plus, an airman from Pennsylvania is identified as one of 3 servicemen killed in Afghanistan. And the Trump administration set to ban bump stock devices on guns. And we'll get a check of weather with Steve in just a minute, but first, we begin with breaking news out of Dauphin County, where the coroner is on the scene of a crash. It's playing out on 322 in Swadero Township. This is a live look right now. The call came in around 2 this morning. Our Ashley Honey has been following the developments all morning long. Ashley, roads still closed there?
Roads still closed, Sherry, and they're going to be closed for some time. We do know now that that crash has turned fatal. Very, very sad, but a heads up to you commuters going through Swatera. 322 eastbound, that's going to be a mess for you to try and navigate your way over to Hershey this morning, because those eastbound roads are closed from Chambers Hill Road all the way to the Hummelstown exit. Of course, that's Middletown Road, so you're going to try and have to hop yourself onto Pleasant View Road and then work your way onto Main Street through Hummelstown to get to Hershey this morning. And like I said at the top, those roads are going to be closed for some time. We'll be sure to bring you the developments as we get them. Another accident we want to let you know about this morning just west of Lancaster, Marietta Avenue and Alley Lane. Not affecting things too much in that area, but definitely something to keep in mind if you're going to be passing through. That's Look at Your Members First Traffic Alert.
Well, we're looking at winds that are still out there this morning. Thankfully, though, not as gusty as what we dealt with yesterday. Yesterday, we had those winds 20, 25 miles per hour as we started the day. They have diminished a bit. In most spots, about 5 to 15 miles per hour, but it's still cold, folks. That's enough to give us some wind chills down into the upper teens. So bundle up, wrap up here first thing this morning. Outside chance of a stray shower tomorrow, but then main event holds off until Saturday. Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, we're looking at another soaking rain, and I think most of us could see about an inch of rain on Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. In the meantime, those winds will slowly diminish throughout the day. Today, we're partly cloudy with highs getting into the low 40s.
Later today, Kathleen Kane will be behind bars. The former Attorney General for Pennsylvania has been out on bail for 2 years after being convicted and sentenced for perjury. CBS 21's Joe Ducey is live in the newsroom for us this morning with how she lost another bid to delay her deadline again yesterday. Joe.
Yeah, Sherry, good morning. Kane is ordered to report to the Montgomery County Correctional Facility no later than 9 o'clock this morning to begin serving her sentence. This comes after a judge denied an 11th hour motion filed by Kane's attorney yesterday that would delay her sentence. She was requesting more time to make arrangements with her ex-husband to accommodate her 2 teenage sons, who Kane has had primary custody of. The motion was denied by a judge about an hour after it was filed without a hearing. Kane's attorney says he believes she'll fully comply with the order today.
I will tell you that it was not unexpected. I knew when I filed this motion it was a Hail Mary pass, but Gina, I got to tell you, this wasn't legal one-upsmanship. This wasn't an attempt at delay for no good reason. This was just a fairness request.
Back in 2016, Kane was convicted on 2 counts of felony perjury and 7 misdemeanors for leaking sealed grand jury information, then lying to cover it up. She's scheduled to serve anywhere between 10 and 23 months behind bars. Sherry, back to you.
Thank you, Joe. New this morning, police in York are searching for a suspect who allegedly shot a juvenile. The shots were fired in the 900 block of Hay Street just before 5:30 yesterday. The victim was shot in the chest and was taken to the hospital. Police say the victim was targeted during the incident. An autopsy is scheduled today for a woman who was killed in a 3-vehicle crash in York County. The woman's name hasn't been released, but police say her car collided with 2 others. It happened on Route 15 in Carroll Township yesterday afternoon. The coroner says 2 other people were injured in the crash, but no word on their conditions.
And new this morning, some investigators are now refuting Wednesday's statements that the Lion Air flight that crashed into the Java Sea was unfit to fly. Officials this morning are now saying the plane was deemed airworthy when it made its final takeoff from the Jakarta airport. That's a direct contrast from yesterday's news conference, where it was revealed the plane had a serious safety system malfunction that led to the crash. Now, officials are saying they still need to find the cockpit voice recorder to fully explain what happened in the moments just before that crash. It's also being claimed that all of the Lion Air's problems were repaired before that final flight, which killed all 189 people on board.
A Pennsylvania man has been identified as one of 3 servicemen killed in Afghanistan. Air Force Staff Sergeant Dylan Elchin was from Hookstown, which is in Beaver County. The 25-year-old was assigned to the 26th Special Tactics Squadron based at Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico. Elchin and an Army captain from Virginia and a first-class Army sergeant from Washington were killed in a roadside bomb Tuesday. It was the deadliest attack on U.S. forces in Afghanistan this year. A new report warns of a crisis in Pennsylvania's fire and rescue services, saying the number of volunteers continues to fall amid funding needs and training challenges. The 95-page legislative study released yesterday says there are 38,000 volunteer firefighters in the state right now, down from 300,000 in the 70s. The report recommends simplifying regionalization, boosting state aid, setting standards for firefighter training, and requiring sprinklers in new home construction. The Trump administration is expected to announce the long-anticipated federal rule officially banning bump stocks in the coming days. Bump stocks gained national attention last year after a gunman in Las Vegas rigged his weapons with the devices to fire on concert goers, killing 58 people. President Trump vowed to outlaw the devices soon after the tragedy. Porch pirates are going high-tech. Last year, the post office came out with the new service called Informed Delivery, but now thieves are catching on. It's a digital notification service, letting subscribers see a scan of mail and packages heading to their house. When signing up, USPS officials ask people to verify their information, but a lot of time it's information that can be found online.
It's kind of scary to think that, someone else could register for your address and know exactly what you're receiving that day and be there before you even get to see it.
So a reminder to you scammers out there, the post office says they are constantly monitoring for any suspicious behavior. And officials say the best way to protect yourself is to sign up for the service before someone else signs up as you. Top U.S. officials brief lawmakers on the murder of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi, why some in Congress are not satisfied with their latest assessment. Plus, a local school district is expecting a huge spike in enrollment, what they're considering to accommodate the new students.
Well, it is blustery cold once again as we start the day. We are tracking our next round of rain. I'll let you know when we expect it to arrive with my first warning for